Hey guys, this video is going to be about the patch for Space Marine 2. It dropped today. I'm still actually downloading it, and it's actually not bad. It's a pretty good patch. And we'll go over it, and I'll tell you guys what I think. Then maybe by that time we'll be able to get into the game. Um, and I don't know about testing anything because I don't want this video to be too awful long, so we may do some testing after we do this video. But let's get into it. Let's get into the patch. The newest patch for Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2 is now live, packed with new features, and yes, it brings ultra-wide support, and yes, it adds private lobbies in operations mode only. Um, there's new sparring arena in the battle barge where you can go in with your friends and just do PvP with your squad mates. They introduced the option to reset custom color presets, replace them with predefined ones instantly. You can find a complete list of improvements and changes below. So, patch notes. New features, the hub sparring arena. Special arena on the battle barge, available in operations and eternal war mode, where players can compete in friendly PvP with players in their squad. Um, okay. Okay. I don't mind that either way. It doesn't affect me. I don't PvP. Ultra wide support for PvP, good. Private mode for operation mode. This is huge for me. Whenever I like do my morning runs, things like that, I don't really want to play with people. I can just go in private mode and take care of business. There's going to be a what's new and a message of the day when you're logging into the game, and they added an option to reset custom color presets. Gameplay and balancing. The marking tool has been updated, improved responsiveness and comfort of the social wheel control with a mouse, disabled unnecessary options that do not require highlighting and work poorly with it, i.e. data slates maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then several minor bug fixes. Power Fist damage for fully charged attacks has been greatly increased. There you go. Heavy plasma base ammo increased by 5. Thank you. Blast damage radius increased. Overheat per shoot drastically decreased from 50 to 30 for charged shots, and from 20 to 15 for base shooting. Base damage slightly increased by 10%. The heavy plasma needed that. It needed that. It really, really did. That's awesome. Med stims restore contested health in addition to actual healing now. That is huge. That is huge. I watched the bulwark drop his banner, got contested health for his entire health bar, popped a stem, and he was fully healed. That is huge. Really huge for bulwarks, but for everybody else, it's huge too. The aux grenade launcher, I read this wrong the first time, and Jerry and I were discussing it. Ammo now can be refilled only with the ammo boxes and cannot be refilled from the infinite ammo crate, ammo cache. That makes sense. Because people were running up to the ammo cache, refilling. I did it last night. Refilling a grenade launcher, launching nothing but grenades, refilling a grenade launcher, launching nothing but grenades. Now, how I read that was that it could only be refilled with ammo boxes. However, the tactical, and I think maybe another one, has perks that will allow, or when you do finishing moves and stuff like that, it will refill your magazine. So yeah, when I misread that, it was like it can only be refilled from ammo boxes and not your perks. But no. So that should be fine. Because as you guys know, yesterday I had started working on getting the aux grenade launcher up, and I was like, well, that just breaks all of it. But no, it's just, it can refill from boxes, and your perks will still work to put the magazine in there. So if you have the perks to get the grenades, you can still have them. No big deal. A campaign. Enemy aggressiveness on veteran difficulty in campaign is decreased for better single player experience. That's in the campaign. Players' health on veteran difficulty in the campaign is slightly reduced to compensate for AI aggressiveness and armor management updates. Bots. This is big. This one is big because you guys have heard me complain about the bots pretty consistently, especially the sniper. Various inhibiting restrictions were lifted, allowing bots to be more helpful and effective while still not meeting the game for you. Bots will now help focus firing zoanthropes when the player attacks them. That's good because used to they would just stand there and look at it. Heavily eased restrictions on bots finishing of enemies instead of leaving them for the player to reduce annoyance. Because you would get, let's just say a warrior, you would get a warrior down to execute phase and move on, and the bot would just be standing there looking at it. And then it would come back out of its stun state and start shooting you again or coming after you again or whatever. Now the bots will finish them. Bots are now allowed to help with gargoyle objectives. In the campaign, I don't know, this was way back the Thursday before the game released, and I was playing it, and the bots were not helping on the antennas. Gargoyles, I had to take care of the gargoyles myself because the bots wouldn't even look at them. They fixed that. They fixed a variety of bugs related to bots getting stuck. And here's the big one. Fixed a bug where bots can run out of ammo on weapons without a magazine. That's your sniper. That is your bot sniper. He would run out of ammo on the last fusel and would never reload. They fixed it. I hope. We're going to see. But they say they fixed it. So there we go. All right. In operations mode, this is what we run the most. Tweaked AI director and spawn rules of chaos enemies in operations mode. The max number of Zangers with shield. That's the little dudes with the shields. The little demon dudes with shields on the arena at the same time reduced from 10 to 4. The max number of cultist snipers reduced from 10 to 3. That seems like a lot of reduction on the snipers. I mean, yes, the sniper, do not get me wrong, those snipers are annoying, but they dropped 7 of them. I mean, you could cut them in half, it would have been fine, I think, but you know, it is what it is. Max number of Zangers on the arena at the same time reduced from 30 to 20, so they cut those by 10. Max number of here we go with English, people. Max number of rubric marines with bolt guns on the arena at the same time reduced from 8 to 5, and the max number of rubric marines with warp flamers on the arena from 4 to 3. Okay. Perfect Parry has been updated. It now restores armor for killing Minoris, not only for countering their special attacks. That's big. That is big. That is more armor back. That's really, really good. Regarding block and fencing weapons, a bug has been fixed in the perfect parry window for fencing weapons. Now it has 20 frames window for perfect parry and 10 frames of vulnerability at the end of the animation instead of 30 frames of perfect parry for full animation as it was intended originally. Assault class, the base ground pound damage increased by 30%. Armor boost drops from destructible crates are now less common. The cooldown was raised from 30 to 60 seconds. Because you guys would, you can remember we would be busting crates and there's all kinds of armor boost in there. So they've kind of nerfed that a little bit. PvP, I'll go over it even though I don't PvP. Improved player spawn system should make spawn killing more difficult, and they reworked the Vanguard's grapple launcher in PvP. Instead of full stun, it will now stagger. We're about to go into the game. I'm going to try to keep the web page up here, but it's probably going to put us into the game. Looks like my download of the patch is done. Okay, so AI, we'll keep going though. Reduced ability to stun lock enemies with ranged attacks across. Yeah, we're. All right, let this load up and I'll get us back from there. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Accuracy of ranged enemies is reduced when attacking from off screen, which I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think they should be allowed to attack off screen. If we can't see them to return fire, and they can sit off screen and shoot at us, that's not good in my opinion. That's not good. They should not be allowed to fire if they're off screen. How do they even see us? You know, snipers, yes, of course, but you know, my sniper should be able to see them. So I don't think they should be able to fire off screen at all. But anyway, their accuracy is reduced. And the accuracy of ranged enemies is reduced when attacking melee engaged players. Regarding Hormagaunts and Zangers, melee damage now deals specific amount of damage instead of removing one complete armor segment per attack. That is huge, because they would hit you one time and you would lose a full bar of armor. That was horrible. Zoetropes increase psychic scream damage sparsing time from 5.5 to 2 seconds, so 1.5 seconds, to prevent one-shot damage. Psychic scream damage reduced from 11 to 8. Psychic scream effective range reduced from 50 to 40, and psychic scream cast range is reduced by 10 meters. Those are all good. Termagants, flesh boar spray attack damage reduced from 1 to 0.5, and the spray attack damage reduced from 0.3 to 0.1 on the flash boar. Tyrannid warrior with devourer. Well, projectile damage reduced from 0.9 to 0.6. You guys have heard me before talking about the little range dudes, and even the warrior snipers and the warriors with the little submachine gun spitters and all that. That's been adjusted. We'll see how well that works. The rubric marine with the warp flamer, the icon of flame damage reduced from 9 to 6. Flamer burst damage reduced from 6 to 4 per shot. Flamer shooting damage reduced from 6 to 4 per projectile. Health reduced by 10%. That is big. The marine with the bolt gun, spray attack damage reduced from 1.5 to 1. Precise shot attack with red indicator damage reduced from 4 to 2. And reduce the frequency of teleports used to disengage players to make them less annoying to fight. Health reduced by 10%. The Zanger with the shield, their hit points have been greatly reduced, which is huge. You hit them. I know people have heard me say, how many shots does that take? You can shoot them 6 times. 6 melt shots go through an entire magazine, and they're still looking at you. And it's like, wait, what? So that makes sense to me. Now, here's a big one, and this is not a nerf. Carnifex. Rage phase updated. Carnifex becomes faster and more aggressive. Taunt frequency is reduced, but they fixed a bug where his Cone of Thorns attack would not fire projectiles. That means when he does the Cone of Thorns, it's coming. Hive Tyrant, they increased its health slightly, and the resistance to explosive and melta weapons increased by 20%. That's pretty dang big. Now, here's my problem with that. So they gave him more health. They reduced explosives and melta weapons damage, but they did not increase bolter damage at all. The bolters are still like throwing rocks. You still have to do a full mag dump in their head to kill them. You know, not just hive tyrants, but warriors. You got to do a full mag dump to kill them with a bolt gun. Increase the bolt gun damage. You know. Customizations, they fixed icon colors for Administratum Gray, Auric, Aura, Armor, and Celesta Gray colors. They fixed several issues with default colors being wrong on some chapters, i.e. the Iron Warriors. Vanguard Relic Right Greave part now requires 29 in victories instead of 36. Added a color pattern called Greaves pattern, allowing the player to customize the bottom and top half of the leg separately. That's awesome. Now, the first complaint down in the comments section, they complain, "Oh, you did Greaves, but you didn't do hands. Were they really that much more important? Why didn't we get hands?" It's like, dude, chill. Maps fixed several issues that were preventing players from progressing within some levels. Fixed a lot of minor collision issues. Thank you. Tweaked dust storm density and duration in ballistic engine operation. Holy crap, that one is huge. Tweaked the Helldrake fire timings on the bridge in reliquary operation. Another one that is huge. And then trials can now be accessed via the hypnomat in the armory. I did the trials. I'm not a big fan, but you know, it is what it is. So that's all good stuff. General fixes. Fixed a bug where changing loadout mid-operation would restore your health. Okay, that's cool. As long as you didn't destroy the bulwark's abilities, because the bulwark has like an innate ability that he has 15% more health or something like that. So as long as you didn't destroy the bulwark's innate ability, that's fine. Improved jump pack ability responsiveness. That's big because the jump pack, sometimes you would hit the jump pack and you'd jump a little like an inch off the ground, or you would just charge forward when you were trying to go up. So they've actually improved that, they say. So we'll see. I've already asked my boys, one of them, to get on with their assault later on and see, you know, because they're better on the assault than I am. Fixed several issues in the trials. Okay, that's good. Fixed a bug where in some rare cases, controls would stop working after performing a finisher. So it may not be my keyboard because my keyboard's relatively new, but there would be times when I would just stop moving. I'm sure people have probably heard me go, "Why did I stop moving? Why am I not walking?" You know. So hopefully that was that. Fixed a bug where the player does not receive armor data from the Hellbrute spawned from the Chaos portal. Good. Because if you fight the Hellbrute, you deserve your armor data. I'm just saying. That thing is no joke. Fixed a bug that caused the Vanguard's Adrenaline Rush perk description to show 1% instead of the actual 10%. Good, okay. Fixed the announcer spam in Eternal War. That's PvP. Okay, that's cool. Fixed multiple ways of duplicating ammo in operations mode. Fixed a bug where the grapple launcher would get canceled if overlapped by small geometry. This has happened to me. You guys know I play the Vanguard, and this has happened to me quite often where I will go to grapple and then just stand right back up where I was and go, huh, okay. Fixed a bug where the tactical perk Emperor's Vengeance did not work with the Plasma Incinerator. Good. They needed to fix that. Fixed a bug where several weapons could restore more than actual contested health, i.e. meltas and AoE weapons, etc. This is another one that I had discussed with Jerry because I thought that the melta would not heal you at all anymore. But no, it's just where it will heal your contested health, but it won't over heal that. So you can get your contested health back, but you're not going to heal to full unless that's your entire contested health bar. So that makes sense. Fixed several issues that were causing loss of saves. Fixed an unidentified voice at the end of the story that was assigned to the wrong character. Rise, son of Gilliman. I told you guys it was the Emperor and y'all wouldn't believe me. Lots of minor UI fixes and improvements, lots of minor animation fixes and improvements, and localization fixes. And that is the patch. And overall, it's good. Now, I do want to get into the game and see for myself on some of these, but I wanted to bring you guys the patch notes because I know some of you are going to get the game and some of you are kind of interested, maybe, and just haven't made your mind up completely yet. if they stay along these lines, doing the patches like this and listening to the community, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, guys. That's all I'm saying. Game is loaded. But yeah, if they stick to that, it's going to be good. Now, we all lived through the Helldivers thing. Let's not have a repeat here with this game. But anyway, that's the patch notes, guys. I hope that it helps inform you on some things, and I'm going to get into the game and do some testing, and I may do another video of that to show you guys some gameplay, or you may just see it on stream tonight. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, for right now, that's going to do it for the patch video, and I hope you guys are having a great day.